Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Yes, our Hoblet unit next to Stratos, and we're considering to attack the capital city of Arcanenia. I see Caledon below. That belongs to Achaea, actually. Down the south. They got a little tiny sliver of territory there. Slightly damaged fleet or boat. Let's attack this Arcananian boat adjacent to us. We don't need that enemy boat there. Let's scare them a little bit. We're going to try to pressure them. Pressure Arcanania into a peace with us by attacking their assets. And I'm hoping just to attack their capital city once. I don't really mean to take it over or completely destroy it. I just want to damage it to scare them. So hopefully next turn they will sue for peace. Because I don't want to just completely destroy this faction. I'd like to try to encompass them again at some point if I can. Back into my realm. Absolute supremacy. Reliable assessment. Looking pretty good to me. Yep, there we go. So we damaged their capital city. I did not mean to move a Hoblet down one space. Whoops. That was a bit of an accident. Yeah, did not mean to do that. Bit trigger happy there with my mouse. What to do with this Hoblet now? Now that I made that accident, I just want to really, I should probably just put him back into Methone. Should I do that? Should I put him into Methone? He's all healed up, basically. I'd like to bring this Hoblet over to Aegae at some point to attack Aegae and take it over. And that would kind of give me the south of Macedonia to myself. I had meant to actually move him across the bridge there towards Achaea, but I just wasted a turn now. He's got 3.2 action points left, so I could still kind of hike it over there. I don't think I wouldn't be able to hit Achaea right now. Yeah, I can't attack Achaea. I'll just move closer. Next turn, I'll make an attack. Let's look at the damage done to Stratos. I wanted to quickly check that out, actually, before proceeding on with the rest of my turn. Yeah, we destroyed their wall, actually. They still have their defensive skill, but their wall is now destroyed, so they'll have to rebuild that if they want that back. And 1.7 in health defense. So I damaged their health and defense a bit. Yeah, they have no more actual defense points because their wall is gone. And yeah, the defensive skill. I think that never goes away. That will always be there. It's not quite like an infrastructure build, not like the wall. I think it was the stockade wall that they had built previous to us attacking them. And yeah, we've got they still have that multiplier from this, their defensive skill with their health and defense health to the city. But no more defense points, no more multiplier anyway, because their stockade wall is gone. Alright, Arcanania War, let's just look at the relations with us here. Can we ensue for peace if we want to with them? Looks like our diplomatic window is allowed. Okay, let's look at Arcanania, diplomatic screen. And I think I would consider at this point to ensue for peace. They are ready for us, they're ready to hear our diplomats, and we've scared them enough. Let's go for it. Very high likelihood of acceptance. That's pretty good. Think we should... oh, it says too soon to make such a decision, though. Advisor's main concern. Yeah. And they're only saying that because the AI advisor thinks that it would be in our best interest to completely take them over. Like, just to dominate this faction. That's why it's saying too soon to make its decision, because it thinks I should not sue for peace because I have a high advantage against this faction to completely annihilate them and take them over. But that's not those are not my thoughts. My thoughts are not in congruency with the AI right now, so that wouldn't really make sense to me. So the advisor's main concern, it's just an advisor. That's okay. We will not listen to the advisor in this case. And yeah, but the likelihood of acceptance is still very high, so that's all that really matters in this case. So we'll go ahead and do that piece. Offer that peace. Skip the Hoplet's turn. We are done with that Hoplet's turn for now. And Feroclus' fleet. Just do a quick self-heal. It's slightly damaged. Oh yeah, we can skip this Hoplet's turn, but he can't attack Ege anyway right now. And we'll process the turn. Achaea under the banner of Corinth. Arcadia versus Achaea. They're trying to invade, huh? Achilles tribes attacking the Molosian kingdom. Warrior, a mono warrior. Thessaly Ferry on Boita. Look at this, multiple attacks from cavalry. And there you have got a fortified cavalry. Got 2 heroes I just saw. Oh, look at this, we're being attacked. Warrior cavalry, that countered pretty good. The warrior cavalry came to attack us and ended up dying in the process. That's because our Hoplet, so its first phase against an attacker is defending, and then the second phase of my Hoplet is allowed a counterattack. And the counterattack ended up killing that warrior cavalry. And because I was defending in that manner, in that phase, I get all the defense multipliers, if any, which is advantageous for my Hoplet unit. But when the counter happens, when I counter for the attack, I don't get any modifiers. It's just, you know, counters are just the most basic, you know, attack forward. But if I were attacking an enemy, or say that warrior cavalry that attacked me first, they would get attack modifiers or multipliers if any of those are attached to that unit. It all depends on who attacks first, you know, and who's defending first. All that stuff matters. Oh, attacking their general, huh? Boita attacking Folkis' general. Oh, I think that general's gonna actually die. Yeah, oh no, Folkis lost their general. That was not a smart place to put that general. Oh, and now their town is being also attacked. Oh, and taken over. Was that their capital city? I think Focus just lost their capital. I think that was their capital city. Ouch. Boita has very strong military units. Like, I think I counted 4 or 5 hoplite units running around. It's crazy. A new nation, Phokis, has risen. Peace with Acarnania was successfully signed. That's good, that's what I thought, that's what I like to see. So my tactic worked, I scared them enough. Because I feel like that, their capital might be their last settlement. I don't know if they have one more smaller settlement in the north or not, but that's their capital. So, and I was in a great position to take their capital, and they know it. That's very frightening, because if they lose their capital and they have no other settlements, then their whole existence would be gone. Their faction would be completely terminated, unless they have a general or two running around the board still. A faction can still exist without any settlements, so long that it has at least one general still running around the board. But if that general also dies, boom, they're completely finished. So yeah, so that was a very smart move for them to sign a peace, and I was nice, right? I didn't take them over. I didn't go the mile. I just wanted to scare them back into smartening up and hopefully maybe rejoining my Delian League again. That's the league that the Athenians tried to formulate amongst the other Greek nations. It's called the Delian League. There are various types of leagues, throughout this time, throughout the Greek peoples, but the Athenians, they sponsored the Delian League. Yep, so I'm happy about that. Acarnania is now not under my belt, but the attitude is not too bad. I mean, as you can see up there, it says polite attitude. So, I mean, it was a war for sure, and we bullied them around, we scared them, but it's not like they hate us, because we are still out from fresh being league members. I think we were defensive league members. We might have been brother in arms. I can't remember. But now we're no more. So, those treaties are gone now. Completely gone. And it might be a little bit of a slow build to try to get back up to the point of, the both of us healing historical wounds as of recent. And, maybe trying to become friends again. Or perhaps getting some better treaties in order. And maybe getting that defensive pact or brothers in arms pact again. And basically that's how I say league. There's no such thing in this game as an actual formulated or formal league, quote unquote. But basically once you get a defensive pact and or a brothers in arms pact, which is an allied ship, once you get that going, it's sort of like being in a league. It's kind of the same thing. So when I say league, and especially the Delian League, it's a little bit for roleplay purposes, historical roleplay. I call it league because that coalesces with the history in the day. The league members either had a defensive pact together, or both, or a defensive and alliance together, and then they would be a part of the league. So I say league, I say Delian League, these members. But I can also just as easily not say league at all and just say, oh, we just have a defensive pact, or they're just my allies. All right. Yep, we got no treaties here at all. Okay, next, do you want to accept signing peace treaty from Achaemenid Empire? Korkira initiated the talks. This will also bring peace between us and Caria and Phrygia, their vassals. Yeah, that would probably be the thing to do. Korkira wants that, huh? They're issuing that. They're recommending peace between the Empire and myself. I would think that's probably a smart thing to do. Because I really have no interest in a continued war with Achaemenid. You know, I don't really care to invade them or anything right now. Don't think I really care for that. And I'm at a stage where my islands are not well protected, so let's go with that. We'll say yes. The attitude has increased slightly to peaceful, which is great. Yeah, before having any real war with Achaemenid's empire, I would like to fortify my small islands a little bit better, and maybe the north of the Odrysian kingdom, who are my confederates now. Much better than me, everybody. I'm taking a small lull there because I'm checking my cell phone messages for a brief moment. Pardon me. If you ever see me take a little bit of a lull and I go quiet and nothing particularly is happening on the screen for a few moments, it generally just means I'm checking my cell phone messages. Okay, Dardanian Kingdom, their prize. Oh, they won the Olympics, huh? Look at that. Look at the score. Woo! 83 influence, and they gained 23 gold. Holy shenibas. It's amazing. Those are the participants. And, yeah, it's always good to check out the participants, because those who participate in the Olympics, that means those factions have enough money to afford the Olympics. So, yes, if you don't see any names there, it generally means or implies that faction does not have enough gold to enter the Olympics, which means that their economy is not doing very well. So it's a bit of a telltale sign as to which Greek economies or nations have good, decent economies, and which are not doing very well at all. As far as gold would be concerned, anyway, because it takes gold to enter the Olympics. Corinth and Thessaly. Corinth, huh? Okay. Yeah, Chaldiki, Eobiae. There I am in there, Athens. Even Achaea was able to get into the Olympics. I would not have thought, because Achaea is very small, and I'm not even sure they really have any substantial resources. They just have like a little sliver of land divided between the strait there. Oh, the invisible army, right? 3 turns left. I don't think I'm going to make that. I don't think I'm going to be able to complete that objective. Starving, morale decreased by... Oh, okay, that's my hoplet on that boat that's sailing home, I believe. That's, yeah, to be expected. Take a little bit of attrition while on the open seas. What? Preparations for war. War? Am I at war with somebody? I didn't see any banners pop up this turn to signify that a war has broken out between myself and... Oh, yeah, we are at war with the Achaemenid Empire. What? That is bizarre. I just literally made a peace with them. That's a bit backwards. Well, I think that's just a game oversight. I think that, really, this screen should pop up first, before the diplomatic screen. Yeah, that counselor preparation for war screen should have popped up first, before the diplomatic screen. So it's backwards. I processed my diplomacy with the Achaemenid Empire, and then that next screen pops up, kind of delayed in information. That was sort of confusing, to be honest. But that's I would definitely say that's a game oversight. Maybe in some future patch, you know, the developers can kind of remedy that. Just a little bit of a flipperoonie, flip those menus around, those notifications around in their due process. That would be helpful and definitely less confusing. Yep, so we are now at peace with the Achaemenid Empire. It says Achaemenid Empire Confederation, because they have confederates. That's kind of cool. A little extra tag name there. Okay, one turn. I was wanting to attack Aegae, but we can't do that because I forgot we were actually attacked last turn by that warrior cavalry, which sort of spent our action points a little bit. So we're sort of stuck there on the spot till next turn. Just did a self-heal on that boat there. Okay, we've got a warrior on Neapolis. I'm considering to train him up with something. Indomitable, Pathfinder. Give him more extra movement. That might be kind of helpful. One extra action point per turn. We'll do that. Settler. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta flip these 2 tiles there. I gotta send my Peltis unit over here. I just want to be able to farm. By Abdurrah. Yeah, this Peltis, I actually did not mean to move him to Tychos earlier. I should have had him continue going west to flip those 2 tiles that are independent. Where are they over here? Yeah, these 2 independent tiles. There. I gotta go back there and flip them. I forgot about that. It's gonna take several turns to get there. Okay, the Adresian army. I'd like to, I think I'd like to learn a skill. And again, normally I wouldn't learn skills for vassal units, but being how, they're on the sort of frontier border between my northern lands and the Achaemenid Empire, I'd like to make my units up here a little bit more formidable because, yeah, if a war breaks out again between myself and the Empire, I'd like to have somewhat formidable units. Or Rhodes. I'm doing okay for relations with Rhodes now, but Rhodes is right next door in Byzantine. So in case they attack, you never know. I'd like to have some rather formidable units here. And I think I've only got one unit that's actually, 1 or 2 units that are actually mine. That belong to my faction 100%. The Peltis unit, I believe, and do I have another warrior unit in Parenthos? I can't remember if that second warrior unit is mine or if it technically belongs to my vassal, the Adresians. But yeah, Moseos' army does technically belong to the Adresians. And I'm considering to get discipline. That might be a good one to use. But I think maybe I'll skip it for now. I just want to save my gold. I think I might want to consider a build elsewhere. I would really like to upgrade that unit, but maybe not this turn. Maybe not this turn. I'm debating it. Just fortify him for now. Yeah, here's the actual forts, the external forts. I don't know if I want to build one of those, but the external forts have a better defense than the normal dig-in forts down here. This is just normal fortify. I believe the normal fortify is 25% defense multiplier, whereas the external fort that you just saw in the other menu, I believe that's a 50% defense modifier or multiplier. Should you have a unit garrisoned inside, and I could just fortify here, or I could consider at some point, not this turn, but create an actual fort somewhere nearby here, near Tychos or near the Rhodes border, maybe, because I find that there's a tendency for the AI to focus an attack on a fort first, because they don't like forts being present, because not only is it a great defense for the opposition, but the opposition can also launch out of that fort and attack, somewhere nearby. So, yeah, the AI typically doesn't like seeing forts that are occupied on the screen, and nor do I as a player. I'm just going to fortify and do a normal fortification for that warrior. But yeah, I don't like seeing garrisoned external forts either on the map near my borders. It makes me uneasy. You know, not only do I not really want to attack them because they're fortified, but I don't want to leave them there either at the same time because they just launch a unit out right into my borders and cause some devastation, right? So, okay, the settler, we made a connection between Tychos and the coal mine. And now I'm just going to make a farm. I'm going to build a farm by this river here. Very badly injured hoplite unit. Angelos' army in Athens, very bloodied. I'm considering doing a heal inside. It'll take 2 turns, but it's going to cost me like a little over 5 civilization population points, 5 gold, and 4 iron. It is a bit costly, but this unit will heal within 2 turns, probably to 100% heal, which would be beneficial. I'd like to get this one healing just in case something weird happens between Boitia and myself. You know, I want to have a strong defensive unit here. Also, I may want to take this hoplite unit somewhere else, you know, at some point on a whim, you know, to go and attack somebody. So I am considering that a heal inside. It is expensive though, but it's going to take me a while to heal this hoplite unit naturally. Like, Athens does have good healing properties as a settlement because that's a large population, which is great. Large population helps to resupply and re-outfit lost depleted soldiers within that unit. Because they're at, like, this hoplite unit is only at 0.9 health right now. And that's out of 4, right? And the attack strength is also down by about half. Like, it's probably going to take me almost 10 turns, you know? I'll let it go for now. I'll just let that hoplite unit sleep. I'll do another turn, maybe 2, of letting it heal slowly, and we'll just test it out, see how it goes. And if it's still too slow for me, I'll do a heal inside. Okay, we're gonna take this hoplite unit off of Acarnania. We don't need to be here anymore. So we're gonna sail him back, probably back home to Athens for now. This damaged boat. Oof. I think I'm gonna have to heal that boat at least for a turn or 2 before embarking onto the seas, because I don't want a storm to catch me, especially with the hoplite unit inside. And this boat also gives a little bit of unit supply, so my hoplite unit hopefully won't achieve too much attritional damage. But yeah, I've got to sail this boat. I'm gonna sail it back home. Back to Athens. It's going to be a journey, and if I stick close to the shores, the coastals, I probably won't encounter a storm, which would be the safest thing to do, stick to the coasts, because one storm might actually capsize my entire ship. It might one-shot this ship, and I would lose the whole hoplite unit attached to that, which is not good. So yeah, we'll skip that turn for now, and then next turn I might just do a normal self-heal for 1 or 2 turns before embarking towards Athens with that hoplite unit. And I'd like 2 hoplite units in my home territory on Athens for now. Let's take a look at the political map. Boitia. They're quite intimidating. The amount of land that they have, and you know, the resources they now have at hand. You know, it is concerning. Trade. I'm considering you know, I've just noticed something, like I don't have any brothers in arms. Normally you see like wrapped around fists and wrists that signifies brothers in arms. I'm not seeing that, so I feel like I've actually lost all my Dillian League members as far as alliances are concerned. They must have terminated all the trees without me even knowing about it, because that doesn't seem so evident right now. Yeah, that's kind of peculiar. And for sure, I've lost Arcanania and Aetolia, their next door neighbors. They are no longer League members at all. And Corinth, I thought they were brothers in arms, but maybe not. Rhodes once upon a time were, but now they are not. Corkria, I thought were. That's bizarre. I'm like losing my league members all of a sudden, and I don't even know why. Anyway, Arcanania. What I'd like to do is get on their good side again. So the best way to do that sometimes is just to give them really good trade offers, or simply gift them freebies. I want to get Arcanania to like me again, and try to get them back into the Dalian League. Not like the Dalian League exists anymore. Actually, I'm going to have to check that out a little bit later, verify a few things, but I feel like the League is totally failing, or it may not even entirely exist at all anymore. But regardless, I'd like to get Arcanania in on this, and at least get the relationship back in decent favor. What can I give them? Coalstone. I'm considering. What can I afford to give them? They want gold, iron, knowledge mostly. Recommend to request stone, coal, and influence. Do I want to make a trade with them, or maybe just give them something for free as a gift? I could afford some gold because my surplus is actually pretty decent. Oops, didn't mean to go there. Oh, exit out. Now I gotta go back in. Back in there. Okay. Misclick. Thinking just one. Trade loss is not too bad. I mean, it's a bit of a trade loss, but not too bad. I think I'm going to give him a gift of, how many turns? 1 gold for the next 13 turns. Risk of robbery is only 5%. Through Boeotia and Aetolia. Trade loss is like almost 1/4. That's not the greatest, so they're only going to get like 0.75 of my gold gift per turn. They're not even going to get that whole point. The whole 1 unit of gold due to that trade loss, which sort of sucks. Would it be good if I can get a trade route access through Boeotia and Aetolia? I don't think I have those proper treaties in place. If I go into diplomacy later and try to forge a trade access with Boeotia and Aetolia, just to verify or make sure there is a trade access, that trade loss will depreciate, which would be a good thing, and then Arcanania will get more of the gold. More of that fuller 1 unit of gold. So I'll work on that and try to see if I can get a proper trade access going through my land towards Arcananian land. And yeah, we can get them. Nonetheless, this will still hump them out. Still give them a 0.75 in gold per turn until we get those trade routes in proper order. And I don't think I have a trade route with either Boeotia or Aetolia, so I'm going to have to look into that. Okay, just one quick moment. Check my cell phone messages. I get cell phone messages. I try not to, check my messages too much while I'm doing a recording, but these games are so long, and I try not to take too many breaks in between them, and yeah, gotta check my my messages. Get back to the most important ones anyway, real quick. Okay. Before I process my turn, I'm considering if there's anything else I might be able to build. I have 7.5 gold left. Maybe I'm thinking about put another blacksmith somewhere. This one already has a blacksmith here on the stone. Oh, yeah, I could put one here, actually. By the copper mine there. Anything up here? No. I mean, there are definitely mines in the Odrysian kingdom. A lot of these mines technically belong to my vassals, though. Could put one right there. That's my territory near Neapolis. Building blacksmiths in the Odrysian territory is not really a priority thing. I'd like to invest in building blacksmiths in my own territory with my own mines first. So I think I'm going to do that. Simia. Yeah, but there's a lot. I could do a lot here with blacksmiths, definitely. I could place them, place blacksmiths here for sure. There's a little bit of a road network already built up. Yeah, there, not too bad. Needs a little bit of work. My settler can kind of continue to build some road networks. But I have a little bit of infrastructure building here to do yet. Not too much, a little bit more. And at some point, it would be beneficial to put blacksmiths here too, in my vassal territory. And under Confederation, which we are Federation now, but under Confederation, we only get like a portion of the resources, and the vassal gets to retain the rest. But since we're federated with the Odrysian kingdom, we get 100% of all the resources, which is pretty great. But once again, if they ever break away from us, then we would lose all the assets that we have been building in their territory. You know, this is building within the cities. There's also external building. It's outside of the cities. And also the army units. So any army units that technically belong to Odrysians will turn back over towards them. And any investments we made within those armies, like, you know, skill upgrades and things like that. Got no mines over here. Nothing. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna build a blacksmith. Just where my own territory. Could do one right here. That gold mine belongs to me for sure. That's 100% mine. This river's in the way. It would be nice to build a blacksmith kind of in between the gold mine and I think that Odrysian coal mine, because then the blacksmith can work both of them at the same time. Oh, I can't even afford a blacksmith anyway. I'm just short of gold. Oh, that sucks. Well, that's forget that idea. I'd still like to build a blacksmith. I think right between right on that river kind of area. I'll do that next turn, maybe or 1 or 2 turns from now. We'll process the turn for now. I ran out of funds. That's funny. Ellis. Alright, Ellis, I want to do a treaty with them. I forgot to do that. I want to see what kind of treaties I can establish with Ellis. Wow. Tribal. Attacking Corcria, their settlement. Youch. Look at this Peltus unit attacking Peltus cavalry. I'm surprised how Thessaly Phares is holding up against the dominance of Boeotia. Oh wow, we're being attacked again? Last turn it was a warrior cavalry, this turn it's a Peltus unit attacking us. Oh my, that's another Peltus unit. There are 2 Peltus units there. Where did all these Macedonian soldiers come from all of a sudden? And just earlier, we saw like 2 or 3 cavalry units. Okay, one of them attacked me and died, but they have like 5 or 6 military units in Macedonia right now. Where did they come from? Holy smokes. And our hoplite can't seem to get a turn because he keeps getting attacked every turn, which reduces his action points. And all I'm trying to do is attack and take over. What's that settlement called? Aegea? Oh. Wow, okay. Korkria attacked and killed that tribal member. Boitian attacking Thessaly Ferry. It's a bloody war, really. Like, they're just going all out against each other at this border. He attacked the town, huh? Instead of the military unit. Oh, look at this Boitia attacking Corinth. Attacking their defensive walls in the bottleneck. This is crazy. Boitia's just attacking everybody. And I mean, why not? They have a pretty extensive army. Look at all these hoplite soldiers. Oh my. 1, 2, 3. Fourth one up in the by the border of Thessaly Ferry. And I thought I even saw maybe another one. 5 hoplite units? 4 or 5 anyway. New civilization, we have met Talis. Talis is the smallest country with the lowest population. It is the weakest country with the weakest economy. It is a clan. The country is currently at war with the Ekelis tribes and Dardanian kingdoms and others. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, you know, you'll get these small nations that'll sprout up and enter the game. Usually, they come out from civil war or rebellions. Sometimes they'll even invade from the borders of the map, which is pretty cool and sometimes frightening. Sometimes you'll have like a nation or a barbarian. They're always barbarians. They'll like just invade from the map, the borders of the map, coming from wherever beyond. And I think they're timed when that happens. Like these clans that just come into the world map to invade. I'm not sure if it's like timed by the turn or if it's a bit of a randomizer. I suspect a randomizer to some extent. But, you know, where they're not allowed to invade too quickly between turns. But I like that feature where, you know, you can these barbarians that invade from the borders of the map. And, yeah, they just kind of, like, surprise attack you. Especially if you're a nation that is on the borders of the map. Because, you know, with a lot of these games, you know, border nations always feel relatively safe, right? But not in this game. You still got to be careful, even if you're a border nation. Okay, Chaldiki, what are they looking for here? Yeah, slaves. Thinking to give them some slaves. I could afford a little bit of slaves, perhaps, in this trade. I mean, they're offering quite a bit of cool stuff there. Bring in 2 slave units per turn. Maybe. 39%. I am over a slave capacity ratio right now, so like I could afford a slave or 2 a turn for a little bit. I mean, I have a +8 surplus, right? +8 surplus of slaves per turn. I could probably do that. Half that. 4 slaves per turn. I want to see try to get as much as I can out of Chaldiki. Look at they're offering gold. Look at gold, wood, stone. What else? Oh, knowledge point. Okay. Like 4 units of slaves could probably get us a nice little amount there. They're probably willing to trade that. I can also supply some food. A little bit of food. Trade loss 2%, which is very, very good. No risk of robbery. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's offer that deal. Get some turns going there. Arcanania has, oh yeah, they accepted our gift. 13 turns of gold. That's good, that's good. Argolis, they're looking for a one-turn duration of trade. Oh, they just want one unit of food, and they're willing to give 1 iron, 1 wood, and 1 coal. That's actually like a very good deal. It's just for 1 turn though, which is kind of funny. Risk of robbery is 2%. That's nothing. Trade loss is 9. Yeah, iron. I could use more iron. It's an easy sign off. Arcadia is offering us a gift of gold. 10 turns worth of 1 gold each turn. That's very nice of them, actually. Arcadia. They want to get on our good side. Trade loss is 21%, though. So actually, I'm only going to see about 0.77 gold per turn because of that trade loss. Ecumenical Empire is offering. Really? They want 3 slaves for 1 gold, 2 wood, and 2 food, huh? 27 turns is what they'd prefer. Trade loss is very good. I'm actually surprised. You know why the trade loss is very, very tiny between Athens and Achaemenid Empire? Is because we have some islands near their coasts. We also have the Adresian Kingdom federated up in the north. So trade is actually very easy with the Achaemenid Empire. We really just don't get any trade loss. I don't like 27 turns, though. It's too much. Maybe 10 turns? I could afford those slaves. I mean, I could afford more slaves. But yeah, 3 or 4 more slaves I could afford. The offer's fine. And what they're giving is actually decent. I just traded away 2 food earlier. I can get those 2 foods back. Which will make it feel like I'm not taking any food loss in trade per turn for the next several turns. Yeah, I think that might be good. And trade relations with Achaemenid might strengthen our relations a little bit. Try to help keep us from going to war every, few turns, it seems. Could do that. Achaemenid Empire could actually become a very good trade partner for me. It's just the culture group is in contention with mine. But we're in a sort of unique position where, we could have decent trade access with the East and the West. The West being the Greek factions, and predominantly, the coastal factions that are pointing towards the East. So the Greek factions of the West that are pointing towards the East, those coastal factions would be easy trade for us. Easy trade access, and then also the Achaemenid Empire, easy trade access. Yeah, I'm really wondering about that. Like, I could become a dominant trading sort of economic power in the region, in the way Athens is sort of situated, especially since I federated the Adresian Kingdom. Gives me a lot of trade leverage with the Achaemenid Empire. 2 turns for the Invisible Army. Yeah, we're not going to make that. I just know we're not going to make that. I don't think we can skill up our soldiers quick enough in their military training skill sets. Our failure could have negative consequences. We really don't need angry crowds in the streets. Yeah. When we fail this, we'll have a morale drop in I believe all of our cities, and it's only going to be a slight morale drop. It's not going to be anything too crazy, but we still have to be mindful of that. 2 turns left to complete it. Blah. Just concentrate on her. Yeah. Oh. Vespian's army tried to convince part of our land. I think that belongs to Rhodes. I think a Rhodes army unit is trying to influence our borderlands, trying to flip tiles on us. Well, that's not very nice. I will remember that. Trying to flip our tiles? I don't know why they're trying to flip tiles. It's mostly just scrub land. It's sort of useless land, unless they're trying to flip the woodlands up in the north. That I may not appreciate as much. Well, that hoplite army we just put on the boat is slightly starving. 3% is starving. Oh, we have a bit of a food issue, that's why. Just slightly. We're just slightly under food. So sometimes certain random units might take a little bit of attrition in the way of starvation attrition, which will damage morale before it damages actual health. Considering to train this unit up, this peltist unit, still warrant. Might be interesting in case I'm attacked by more than one enemy military unit within the same given turn. Chance of fighting off multiple. Just load the unit inside. I think it's going to load him in Marina. Yeah, a little bit of defense, a little bit of garrison defense there, in case an enemy should for some reason sail over here and land. And I'm not really afraid of anybody sailing over here. Maybe just the Achaemenid Empire, should they ever declare war on us again. They would maybe be my only real concern. Perhaps Rhodes too, because Rhodes has some boats. But we're on okay relationships with Rhodes, even though they're trying to influence and flip some of our tiles there, which I don't like. But okay, our general Sretton, who belongs to he's technically an Odrysian general, but I'd like to put him somewhere just to help boost morale for some of my military units. I'm considering to bring him over to Parenthos, actually. Could also bring the general over into the Fog of War, into the Rhodes territory, and just kind of see what's there. Use the general as a bit of a spy scout, and then you can also influence cities and settlements too with the general. And I might be able to influence, try to flip some of their settlement tiles. But yeah, it looks like they're trying to take. They may want this territory up here, the wooded lands. Rhodes might want some of that land. They might consider going to war for it, or just trying to do some tile flipping through influence. We'll see how that goes. But for now, I think I'm just going to put the general in Parenthos to help boost the morale of my warriors there. Demiphilos army. Maybe consider some training for them. Discipline might be decent. I might return to that. I have 22 gold. Might consider more infrastructure building, and I did want to build that blacksmith right here. So before we get to training soldiers, maybe I should invest in the economy structure for now. Oh, I can't actually build one on the river. I can't build a blacksmith on the river itself. You have to build it just off to the side. The question is, which side? Probably want to build it closer to the gold mine, within 3 spaces of the gold mine, yeah, I don't know if I want to put on that side. The coal mine, it's going to be a stretch away from the coal mine. So the production will be better for the gold mine because the blacksmith will be closer to the gold mine, as opposed to the coal mine over there. The production will not benefit as much because the blacksmith is kind of far, and the collecting city is Philira, so the coal production won't be that great, but the gold production would be good because Neapolis collects the gold. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it'd be advantageous to put it here by Philira. Maybe at some point later on I can put two blacksmiths down you know, one that is designated just for the gold mine near Neapolis, and then a second blacksmith that is close to Philira that's specific towards the coal mine, and have them collect independently. I could do that, but for now, you know, my resources are sort of limited, so I will. Our coal is doing okay too, so I don't really need to. I don't need a large. Actually, our coal is a little bit under. We got a bit of a stockpile, but we're actually losing coal per turn slightly because we have enough blacksmith mines in operation. It would be good if I can put a blacksmith right here, actually, and just totally monopolize on this coal mine over here, nice and close to Tychos. Then I could get coal that way. Maybe I should try to get more coal per turn before building mines elsewhere. Should probably put a blacksmith right near Tychos. And then afterwards build another blacksmith here next to the gold mine near Neapolis. And at some point build this another blacksmith near the coal mine over there. Should I put it here? This is kind of no good land. It's too far from Neapolis, though. I don't think I like that. It's not necessary. It's right in between the coal mine and the gold mine. If I were to build a blacksmith there, and it would help the production of both the coal mine and especially the gold mine. If I put it right here. But I just don't like how it's a little too far away from Neapolis. It's not within 3 tiles of Neapolis. So we're going to take a little bit of a production loss because of that. Don't really like that. I'd like to get it closer to Neapolis, but I don't think that's possible. I don't think I can do that with that river in the way, where that settler's building a bridge across. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to build this blacksmith more than 3 spaces away. More than 3 tiles away from Neapolis. And I don't want to build the blacksmith on nice, luscious green land. So, I mean, I could put it right. No, I don't know if I want to put it there. Here, like, I could put it right there. A little closer to Neapolis. Yeah, let's do that. That's probably the best place we could put it. And the land that we built it on is not that great. It has woodland, which we get to preserve. But underneath the woodland, it's not like it's green agricultural farmland, so yeah, let's put another blacksmith here as well, just to kind of get more coal collected per turn. Should I put it up there, right at the tip of the river, as opposed to on? I don't want to take over agricultural land near Tycho, so I'll put it there instead. And then later I'll have a settler build a road network between the coal mine and that blacksmith that we just plopped down. Okay, we'll skip this warrior's turn. The settler... Yeah, I gotta flip this tile. It's okay, the Peltis is on its way. Want to build more farmland. Philira will get another field built. Yes, build a farm here, and I still would like to connect the coal mine to the blacksmith. First I'll build a farm though, then next turn I'll get a go on a road connection between the mine and the smith. Okay, this fleet, I don't see a, let's just do a self-heal. And we still can't move this hoplite. He's got only 1 action point, because we keep getting attacked by Macedonian military. And where are they coming from? Up there? Like, there's the marsh, which still belongs to us. There's no bridge. I crumbled the bridge. I think they're coming down from here. They must be. The units must be coming through the river Ludis. They must be following the river Ludis, coming through from that direction. Yeah, there's two I think there's two Peltus units on that tile. Two enemy Peltus units. And I can't move my guy, which I don't really like. He just keeps getting attacked here on this bridge. It's like they're not letting up. They don't want me to attack Ege, so they're keeping my Hoplite busy by constantly attacking it, which expends its action points, and then I can't move anywhere, but I also can't attack anything. I'm too busy using all the action points on defending. Well, we'll see what next turn provides for us. Okay, yeah, we got this damaged Igneous fleet, and I just want to self-heal for 1 or 2 turns, I think. Just get the health back up before sailing that Hoplite home. Our Canadian amicable. Okay, the attitude is amicable right now between Arcanani and myself. And I'm giving them the 3 gold piece per turn, so I'm hoping that'll pick up over time. I'm hoping the attitude will improve. I can't do any treaties yet. I'm still locked out. Peace agreement already signed. Okay, I need to wait a little bit. Maybe a few more turns or so before I can negotiate with them again. It says after some delay. Envoys will be available after some delay. Okay, yeah, I'd like to get that attitude up. And if I can get it, like, them to really like me and get some more treaties going on, then I might be able to try to get them back into my Dalian League again. Because Aetolia, I'd like to do the same for Aetolia as well. I can offer them some treaties. We're at peaceful attitude. They probably don't want to accept any treaties at this point. Be lucky to kind of get anything going with them. Tile visibility, like, let's just offer them like simple treaties, maybe just 1 treatise or 2. Oh yeah, the trade route access. That's something I need. I need better trade access through Boye and Aetolia, so that Arcanania can get the fuller effect of that gold piece that I'm giving them per turn as a gift. Yeah, that would be helpful if I can get trade access through both of them. I think I need to reheat my coffee soon. I've got a cappuccino here beside me, and it's starting to get cold. Well, not cold, but it's starting to cool for sure. Okay, I think we can sign that. Let's see what they how they reply next turn with the trade route access agreement. See what kind of trade I can do with Aetolia, you know, to strengthen our relations a little bit more. I don't know if I want to gift them anything, but maybe give them a trade treaty that, or a trade agreement that slightly benefits them a little bit more than it does me. But I have to be careful because I don't really want to gift both Arcanania and Aetolia, especially if they're total rivals and they want to be at war with each other, because then I feel like I'm just sort of supplying, you know, war funding to both of them, or at least one of them more than the other, and I don't really want to do that either. To give them the slaves, I could. It's at 40% over threshold. I could afford some more slaves to them. Not too much, though. Food. I feel like I'm running a little bit thin, because sometimes in the turns I'll be just under the amount of food that I need, and I'll get like a military unit that starves just very slightly. Like that Hoplite unit that starved for 3%. 13 turns, okay. 13 turns. 1 slave unit. Can do two food on top of that. 1 slave unit, 2 food units. Let's do 15 turns maybe. And we're gonna ask 1 coal out of them because we could use a little bit of a top off for coal per turn. We're actually in a slight reduction. I believe it was a reduction of 0.71 coal loss per turn. But we are building a blacksmith to help bolster that, so we'll get that coal in order pretty soon. Well, maybe in the meantime just get a little extra coal, and I think we're giving them a better deal. Trade loss limit 21%. Okay, I think that this is a slightly like a kind of a better deal for them. So hopefully they'll appreciate that over time. Etolia. Trade negotiation, right? So that's established. That's in effect right now. It's the question mark means it's on its way into negotiation. So it's not established yet. That trade agreement is just on its way. We'll hear back from them in 1 turn. Next turn. Arcadia. Okay, Arcadia. We've got. They're still giving us a gift of. Well, it's just 1 turn left. 10 turns of gold. IKEA, we've got, we've got a bit of a trade agreement there. We're giving them 2 slaves for 4 of their coal. That's actually helping us out, because if we didn't have that, our coal appreciation would be not great right now. Corinth, yeah, I wonder what we can do with Corinth. We can do a trade with Corinth. Requesting coal, influence, and slaves. Don't know if I need any more, actually. Like, I could do another coal. But not for too many turns. Four food, 3. This is for sure going to be right to the line of food. I gotta be a little bit careful on how much food I'm trading away. I could go crazy with the turns and just get, like, just to keep a good trade going for relation reasons. Not like I need that 1 coal every turn, but just to keep something cheap ongoing. 30 turns, so Corinth will have a good solid trade treaty with me. Let's just, for political reasons, let's just see what we can do with that trade. See how they respond. Okay, this is a turn process. Argo is selling around. Oh, I forgot Ellis. I wanted to do diplomacy with Ellis. I keep forgetting. Oh, Corinth is running up to their capital to get ready to defend against Boeotia. Their hoplite units are breaking through the bottleneck walls. Oh, wow, success. A Boeotian cavalry unit just died. Oh, they got a wagon running around. Oh! Tyles is invading Corcyria from the north. Barbarian Borderlands tribe. Look at that. Holy smokes. 2 nomads and 1 warrior cavalry. That's sort of frightening. Macedonia running around. What are they doing? Molossian versus Echolis. Looks like Echolis is trying to invade some lands. Their Molossian kingdom is trying to defend their lands. Corcyria. Oh, look at all the galleys they have. They got a lot of galley boats. Good for transporting military units. They can transport 2 military units at a time. Aetolia. What's Aetolia up to these days? Oh. Boite is attacking something in the fog of war, we just can't see it. Oh, that Peltis unit stood ground. Retreated. Okay, not quite standing ground, but that Peltis unit did not perish, at least, against the powerful Hoplet unit. Looks like Boite is trying to build some defensive forts, trying to bottleneck between that river and Thessalifere. Yeah, they're building, I think those are 2 forts? Or a fort and a wall? Oh, Boite building walls at the border between Aetolia. They just like plopped down several forts or walls that turn. I think it's hard to tell sometimes in this game if they're forts or walls. I think they're a fort mixed with some walls. Oh yeah, Chaldiki accepted. Oh nice. Oh, it looks like they pretty much gave me everything that they were offering for that trade. 4 slaves and 2 food. But they reduced it down to 6 turns. Okay, that's fine. I think I had like at 10 or 13 before, I can't remember. That's okay, 6 turns. Not a bad trade though. Happy with that one. Okay. Corkria. They want to add map item information and map exchange to the treaties menu. And I think I'd be fine with that. Yeah. That's fine. Admiring attitude, that's great. Karya. They want to give us 5 knowledge points for something. They're recommending iron, gold, and food as their preference. They want 13 turns of something. Knowledge is always good. You know, I always like knowledge points. Especially because I don't really have much of an academic infrastructure built up right now in an early game. Could offer them some gold for that. It's good to get in the knowledge points where you can. Especially in the beginning of the game, like I say, because oftentimes you don't have an infrastructure built yet, like an education school or whatever. Give them I don't know if I want to give them any more food. Down to 98.6 food stockpile. And also every turn, I think it's like 1/3 of your entire stockpile perishes. It expires. The food expires. You need granaries to build granaries to help retain your stockpile for I think a few more turns or something. But right now we don't have granaries nor the technology available, so we are literally losing. I think it's like 1/3 of our food stock every flip over turn. Yeah, so the population will eat the food well, including your military, and everything else gets wasted, basically, without granaries. Everything else gets wasted. Unless you trade it away. If you trade it away, that's a good thing, and you're not wasting food, you're trading that food away. So it's always that fine line right now where I'm trying to gauge the amount of food that I'm wasting in comparison to how much my people actually need to eat every turn, or else they're going to starve. So, and then what can I trade away? Is there any amount of food that is going to waste over to the next turn? I'd rather sell it, right? And what would that number be? It's a little bit hard to understand in the game, and they do that for a reason. They want to make it where you can't just calculate it like 100%. It's more like a feeling. Let's go crazy on this one for a bit and do 20 turns of food. I just want to test. I kind of want to do just to test that threshold out to see how far it'll put me into starvation mode if I do 20 per turn. I want to get a feeling of how much of my food is being spoiled into the next turn or not. Let's go robbery. Yeah, let's do 15 turns of that and try to. We can always cancel that trade if something direly awful happens. If that goes south. Treaty with Aetolia was successfully signed. That's great. That's good to know. Try to rebuild some relations with Aetolia, and particularly we just got the trade route because we really need that. You know, to give the proper gift amount to Arcanania. So Aetolia has allowed that, which is good. We also can probably trade with the Melosian Kingdom a little easier too. and not take as much trade loss on that, because Aetolia, I think, is connected to the south of the Molossian Kingdom. Oh, they've signed that. That's cool, because it does slightly benefit them, this trade. So 1 slave and 2 food for their 1 coal for the next 15 turns. And yeah, trade will help to, fortify relations a little bit over time. Corinth accepted this trade as well. 3 food for their 1 coal for 15 turns. They reduced it to 15. We had put it to 30 originally. 1 turn left. Invisible army objective. We are definitely not going to make that. We're going to take a big city-wide morale hit pretty soon. Wonder if I should take this opportunity to heat up my coffee in the microwave, my cappuccino. I'm sipping on a rather chilled, cool cappuccino right now. Not always fun to drink coffee and the sorts, cold. It should always be hot. But I don't really want to break away from my recording, so my gameplay. Don't need to angry crowds in the streets now. That's so funny. Yeah, I know there's players who don't like the objective system. They feel rushed and too pressed for it, and they don't like the morale drop that takes place afterwards. I know there's a good fraction of players that don't like this mechanism in the game. You can always turn it off though, prior to starting a game, so you don't have to have it. I personally like the objectives, system. I think it's a nice little add-on to the game. It does create an amount of pressure, which I think is good. Oh man, they're influencing our lands. Hope that hoplite on the ship is still slightly starving. Why is he starving? Is that because we don't have enough food? That's what I thought it was at first, but I don't think so. I think it's because he's just so far away from home, so the ship doesn't have enough food on board to sustain the hoplite unit 100%. It's just slightly off. Yeah, because I don't think our food... I think we do have a surplus in food, which is actually being spoiled into waste into the next turn. That's why I'm trading so much of it away now. Do a self-heal on that one, and this one's fully healed. This fleet is fully healed. Wonder what to do with this fleet. Just let them sit here for now. Fully healed. They'll just guard. Just in case another Macedonian ship surfaces. Oh, I have action points now. I have 4 action points. I can actually do something. I can attack. I could attack this Peltas unit. Fair chances. Reliable assessment. Enemy train defense bonus 20%. My train modifier on advance if I attack first is 30%. So I have an attack advancement here. A good bonus. That's not bad. It's a strong Peltas unit though. It's not a weak one. Or I could attack a gay. I'd definitely win. It says absolute supremacy. I could attack a gay and just take it over. What do I have in here? Defense socket. I'm worried that if I attack a gay and not the Peltas unit will run over to Methoni next and attack my settlement. But I have some defense here. I've got Diotimos, I've got Peltasts. Healing. The Peltas is still healing, but I have a bit of defense here. So I have a stockade wall in place. I think that settlement could take a good hit for sure. See, if I attack a gay instead of the Peltas unit, and then take a gay over, that Peltis unit is going to start going through attrition turn after turn because it doesn't have a settlement that it can supply off of. Right now, a gay is supplying that enemy Peltis unit. I know that they have more. I think they have more stuff over here. Like, where are they coming from? These Peltis units. I wonder what's in that fog of war. They're creating in Pella. Like, they're probably recruiting. I don't know if they're recruiting in Pella. I don't think they can come down through here to the marshland because I have it taken over, and also there's no bridge. So I don't think they're coming from there, or they can come from there anytime soon. Any more enemy units? They had to come through that through the scrubland instead. I think I'm gonna attack a gay. Oh, actually, wow. A gay did counter damage to me. Ouch. That kind of hurt. But I did take it. Got some goods, sacked it, got some goody goods. Look at this. Woo! Some wood, some gold. Little knowledge points. My army morale has picked up by 4%. Because whenever you win a battle, your army's morale will pick up slightly. It's another way of boosting morale. Other than that, generals boost morale. Okay, let's go back here. I'm not ready to look at Neapolis yet. Wow, yeah, see, again, I wanted to look at the settlement. Whenever you take over a settlement, always be sure to look at it a little bit closer, because it could be up in flames. It could be badly damaged. You want to take, this is emergency repair, because if you don't tend to it very quickly, you're going to lose population extremely fast, and the whole city could very well decay and be entirely destroyed, right? So it's always good. The game will always try to snap you to the next item on the menu list real quick. Don't let the game do that when you take over an enemy settlement. Always go back and look at that settlement you just took over, because you might really want to deal with it in some way. And yeah, I'm going to want to do an emergency build here. 2 turns to merge for emergency repair. It's kind of costly, but I'd like to keep a gay. I don't want it to fall into ruin, and so yeah, 2 turns to repair, and then that'll put it into ruin mode, and then I can repair it from ruin mode from there on in. Also, I want my hoplite unit to heal in that city, and a military unit cannot heal in a city that is on fire. First of all, and it doesn't heal as much if it's sitting inside or on a settlement tile that is in ruin mode either. Training for the my warrior. Not right now. Not right now. Settler. I think I just want to build farms right now around Philira. It's over here. It's funny how there's like little animals on this tile. What are those? Deer or something? Well, I'm trying to look at the yield bonus on there. It says 0.6 on food yield. It's got some wood yield too, 0.64 in wood. But I'm wondering why the yield is much lower on this tile with the animals on it in comparison to the other tiles around. See, this one has 2. A +2 yield. +2 yield, +2 yield, +2, +1, +1. Probably because there's woodland on these tiles. So there's not as much farmland if there's wood land, like trees. I'm wondering if the more wood that there is on a tile, the less food or agricultural yield there will be. Because this one has more wood on this tile, but it has even less yield. What is any resemblance or any reason why there's animals in this tile? At first I thought like maybe the yield is lower, the food yield, because these animals are grazing the land, like they're literally eating up the grass. So is that the reason why? Probably not, but it'd be interesting if that was the case. It's probably because the wood ratio is higher. That's why the yield for food ratio is lower. So the more wood, the more woodland there is on a tile, the less food yield you'll get. It's worth noting. I think I've only realized that for the first time ever in playing this game right now, that there's a bit of a detail there. Well, let's build a farm over here for now. Marina, oh, this unit is still garrisoned for now. What can we build here? Can we maybe get some more defense going on in Marina? Yeah, let's build a defensive skill on the city. That'll act as a multiplier for defense. Yeah, so the farm is done. Now we want to build a road connection between this coal mine here and the blacksmith, and that'll help bolster our coal production even more. And by the way, you can see exactly what those new production boost values are simply by going into the town that is the closest to that mine and blacksmith, and you can actually literally check out the production bonuses and how that changes depending on what you're building in the vicinity. You know how close the blacksmith mine is, how close the mine is itself to the town, and also what kind of road networks you have hooked up to that mine and blacksmith. All of that attributes to higher point values for production. Always by a decimal system, you know. Okay, Arcadia attacking Achaea. It's a lot of war happening between the Greek nations right now. Lots of messy wars. All the Greeks are fighting each other, it seems. Especially the dominant Boeotia seems to be going a bit nuts with attacking. They're pretty aggressive. Oh, Thessaly Ferry got countered pretty bad. But they have another soldier to follow up. Look, they're really going to town on that hoplite. Oh, Thalys attacking Corcria settlement, and they took it over. Actually, they just completely destroyed it. Holy smokes! Oh, that countered badly for him. They're actually dealing some damage to Corcria. Oh, we're being attacked. Like I thought, look at that. That Peltis unit actually attacked our settlement. But we stood our ground, and the counter actually killed the enemy unit, which is great. I'm very, very happy about that. Seems the Thessalian League is pretty much at peace with everybody right now. It's like I think like the only Greek nation right now that is actually at peace with everybody. The Thessalian League. Oh. Corcria attacking the Etchele tribe's stone mine. I like how Corcria's capital city is on its own little small island. Nice for defense. Oh, and of course I forgot to do diplomatic treaties with Elis again. I forgetting turn after turn. There's just so much to remember in this game to do. Like, it's common to forget things from one turn to the next, and you mean to deal with something and you don't. Happens a lot, especially for me anyway. Wow. Hoplite Cavalry, look at that. Holy smokes, double attack on Thessaly Ferry's Hoplite Cavalry, and the cavalry did not make it. What a waste. Ouch, those are expensive units, you know. Look at this. Boita attacking Achaea. Because Achaea belongs to the vassal of Corinth. And Boeotia is at war with Corinth in the south as well. Yeah, Boeotia is at war with the northern border and the southern border. Crazy. Molossian Kingdom. Map information item and trade route access. Yes, I'll definitely take that. New add-on. That's trade access. Wonderful. The Molossian Kingdom. Oh, Carrie accepted our trade offer. It's signed for 15 turns. Well, that's the big 20 food one. For 5 knowledge points, which is actually pretty nice. Wow, 5 knowledge points. I like that. But we'll see what kind of effect this has on my population and my soldiers, my settlements. 20 food out per turn. We'll see what happens. Oh, here we are. Morale in 34 cities dropped because we failed the invisible army objective in time. 34 cities. That's basically all the cities that I have under my nation. Oh, bandits stole 81% of all the goods between myself and Arcadia. But I think that's just the gift. Arcadia was gifting us like 1 gold, so we lost 0.81 gold because of that, due to bandits. So we only received 0.19 gold this turn. That kind of sucks. Yeah, there's always a chance that bandits will come along and steal some goods, or even a lot of goods. Yeah, I will. That's our Hoplet unit still slightly starving while on the boat. Let's build a farm up here. The food is running a bit low. I really need a... it is running a bit low, isn't it, now? Because of that trade deal, especially, that we just did. Actually, that's only going to come into effect next turn, I think, right? But it would be good to build more farms, especially in the luscious Greenland. So I think I'm going to do that, especially on a river land. Can really maximize on yield production when you build on a river tile. Especially if it's a green, luscious land and a river tile. I keep coming back here because I wanna develop a skill, you know, for this warrior army. We went with discipline. Let's just let that boat sleep for now. Deotimos, the hero. Should we learn a skill for him? Maybe stalwart. Might be interesting. In case our hero is attacked by 2 different units in 1 turn. He might be able to survive. He's weak, though. He's only got 1 health. Like, usually he just dies in 1 shot. But sometimes you'll see that, you know, he won't die. Especially if you have certain, like, defensive buffs on. The stalwart might give him a little bit more of a chance against assaults. Let's just learn that. Let's just do that for him. It's cheap. Okay, we have a badly injured Hoplet army, but we did successfully take Aegae, which is great. I'm happy about that. We do need to heal this guy up. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about my Hoplet unit being here and badly injured, because what if more enemy units come down to Aegae and attack me? First of all, my Hoplet unit can't heal very well at all because this city's in ruins. So the healing multiplier is going to be pretty crappy. I could do a self-heal. I could do a recover in 1 turn, but it's pricey. And I'm going to take a defensive penalty while healing, as well lose a little bit of experience. Lose 7% experience for this unit if I do this. General morale change -13%. Loyalty change also -17%. Because you're healing by force. You're healing like, you know, at a faster level than what the soldiers would like. It's like uncomfortable healing, so that's why they don't like it. But you do heal faster, so... And you pay more for it. You're paying nurses and doctors and things to come in and do more work on them quicker, right? Or I just do a self-heal. It's free, 1 turn. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a bit of a risk. My defensive bonus will be down by 50%, but hopefully I won't be attacked in Aegae for the next turn. Yeah. Look at that. The morale's so bad in that city. Oh my. Yeah, but we have a 1-turn heal, so, yeah, I hope nobody comes and attacks. 1 turn. I couldn't enslave everybody. No, I want to keep Aegae. I get 1.7 slaves if I were to do that. If I enslaved them, it would probably take the whole population out of the town, which means Aegae would cease to exist. Okay, so should I do any more self-healing with Aegean's fleet? What do we have over here? We've that's a Corkria general up there in the boat. Yeah. Look at that straight. A lot of trade routes going through there right now. Yeah, I'm going to sail all around this stick to the coast, and sail all around Sparta, basically, and then get up to Athens and drop off this hoplite unit in my capital city. It's going to be a bit of a travel. The health is sort of okay on the ship, so if a storm does hit me, I may survive still. But I don't want to waste too many turns self-healing. I want to get that hoplite unit, back to Athens. Well, look at that. Sparta is trying to take that Zakynthos island. Right. I want to build a blacksmith here, too. By that iron mine. Maybe somewhere in between Amphipolis and that mine. Maybe on the grassland. Chaldiki has a gold mine right there. Right next to me. I wish I had that, but no, it belongs to them. Where should I put it? Right there? That's a nice kind of in between. 3 tiles, 3 tiles. I almost want to put on that hilltop instead with the woodland, but that's 3 tiles to my city, which is good, but a little too far away from the iron mine. Maybe 4 tiles away from the iron mine, which I don't like. But here would be good. Right here, the grassland. Let's do that. Taking a look at some of my other resources here. The mines that I have in the Adresian Kingdom. For future blacksmith building. Oh yeah, there's a little island down here, Thassos. So all my cities have a bit of a morale problem. That's because of all the morale drop that occurred. That'll slowly repair. I think I want to build a shipyard somewhere around here. One of these tiles here. To build a shipyard on Thassos might be a good idea. Make it a port city, because the population is kind of high at 3 points. And if I build boats, it'll take from the population. Kind of keep population check and control at the same time, while awarding me, various navy boats. So I might look into that. I don't know if I want to do that right now. I can't even afford a shipyard anyway. But that's something I might, I think I definitely want to consider putting a shipyard on Thassos. What else can I build here in the meantime? Is it worth building anything right now on Thassos? Maybe some defensive structures. It's trading. City makes more money than it consumes by increasing its production. Yeah, let's just do that. Help get a little more gold into my treasury. Okay, let's look at Arcanania, foreign relations. Oh yeah, their attitude is friendly now. They're picking up because we are giving them that gift per turn, gold per turn, and they're getting more of it now because we got that trade route accepted through Aetolia. So yeah, they're liking us. Aetolia, okay, we still have that trade route going, or that trade with them. Their attitude hasn't really picked up very much with us since. Even though that trade arrangement slightly, does better for them than it does me. Corinth admiring me. Just want to do some trees here. Really, just want to get some trees in order to bring us closer together as nations. I'll just do all the treaties except for Defense Pact and Brother in Arms. Because they are admiring me, right? So they may very well accept all that. We'll see how it goes. I'll be a bit greedy. Perhaps I'm asking for too much there, but we'll see how it goes. Achaea. Yeah, I can't do any treaties with them because their overlord up here, this icon that speaks towards their overlord, Corinth. I can still trade with them. I can still trade with a vassal freely. That's fine, so long it is not federated. But Achaea is confederated with Corinth, so yeah. And I'd like to do good with do good with Corinth and Achaia, their vassal. And just click into that, and you'll get Corinth. You get the Overlord when you click into that little banner up there. Yeah, I'd like to friend up with as many Greek factions as I can that circulate Boeotia, right? Because Boeotia is intimidating right now. Same thing with Arcadia. Let's just do as many treaties as we can with them, except for the defense pact and Brother in Arms. Not yet for that. I don't want to be tied in or roped into any wars that I may not want to get involved in. So that's why I'm kind of avoiding the defense pact and Brothers in Arms right now. Oh, they're not accepting anything. Oh, yeah, it's not the time for negotiation yet. Our envoys are not ready for that yet. Same thing with Molosine. Yeah, I'm not ready yet. We have some decent treaties with them already. Thessalian League. Okay, no good. In some turns, we'll be able. That'll be unlocked, and we can send our diplomatic envoys out to do a little more with treaties there. Chaldiki. Right. Peaceful Passage. Just do all of them all too. Why not? Maybe I might do all of them except for the Defensive Pact and Brothers in Arms. Again. Trade route access is always good because it allows us to trade more abroad with other nations. So yeah. By the way, if you guys hear like leather kind of going creak 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 through the audio, that's my computer chair. Oops, I mention that sometimes. I have got an old, it's not really old, but it's sort of just a creaky computer chair. The leather, it creaks. We'll offer that treatise to them. Yeah, and as I move around in my computer chair, it kind of like creaks and groans a bit. So if you all hear this in the audio, forgive me. Mycia, they just dislodged themselves from the Achaemenid Empire. They're no longer vassals to them. So I'd like to try to get them on my good side and you know, form up some better, stronger relations. And we have a polite attitude, so I don't want to go crazy with asking for too much here. So we'll just kind of do a few. Mostly just visibility access. And it looks like the likelihood of accepting is moderate, which is good. We can also further strengthen up the ties by trade. See if there's any worthy trade deals we can do here with Mycia. Recommend to request knowledge, slaves, and food, and they would like wood, gold, and stone. I can still afford some gold. Of course, I like my gold to help build things and, like, you know, skill up my units and things like that, but I can afford some gold to them. They want gold. I don't want to give any stone. I really need stone, actually, so I don't want to give any more stone. I could give wood. I'm actually losing wood per turn, but I have a good stockpile of it right now, so I'd like to keep it, I think, for now. I don't think I want to trade them wood. But the gold, I could part with maybe a gold piece for now. The question is what to ask for. I don't think I really need any more slaves. Knowledge is always kind of good. Food, I'm not sure about yet. I'm still testing that out. It appears that my food is actually going in a slight starvation deficit. Do that big 20 food export per turn thing. It looks like I might be taking a bit of a hit, a depreciation hit on food per turn. I could try to ask for a little bit back. Maybe I could try to get a little imported food to balance it off a bit. Like I'm just testing it out. I'm just testing it to see where that threshold is. It feels a lot safe. Once you get granaries built in most of your cities, or some of your cities, the dealing with food feels just a lot more safer. You feel like you have a lot more cushion room and buffer room. You don't have to be as careful about everything when it comes to food. Enough food for your nation or enough food for like trading off. You don't have to be as careful and worrisome once you have more granaries built. But when those granaries aren't built or you don't have the research, yeah, it's a bit rougher. You really have to be. It can feel sort of volatile food. Yeah, I think I could just gift them this gold. Like, maybe just not ask for anything. Because they would definitely like me more. I'm just gonna gift it to them. Here you go. One gold per turn. Rhodes, they're polite with me. Let's just see what kind of treaties they will accept. I'm not gonna go crazy with asking for too much, I don't think, because we are on polite stance. It's not like they're admiring me big time or anything. Maybe just ask for some visibility treaties. Do a little sharing that way. Open up the scope of our worlds. They may not accept it, but we'll see. Who else? Anyone else I could do some Argolis? Admiring. They're very much admiring me. That's good. Let's just, let's go. We have a trade agreement with them. Let's do everything but defensive pact. And should we do defensive pact with them? Because I feel like I may want to protect them a little bit. Because they're sort of small. They're not a large nation. And they're right on the coast beneath me, which is cool. Good for trade. And I'm a little bit worried, about Sparta trying to invade them. Or at some point, Boeotia. If Boeotia can break through Corinth's capital city, which could be possible, I'm worried that they would continue south and aggravate Argolis. Or the Spartans could beat them to it, right? And I'd rather that none of them take over Argolis, so I might try to become like a protectorate of Argolis. In this case, I will offer the defensive pact as well, see what they say. Oh yeah. Thassaly Ferry, very much admiring me. They are an enemy to Boeotia, so maybe I should strengthen ties with them. I want to strengthen ties with all the enemies and rivals of Boeotia. Because I gotta help to keep them in check. Boeotia's getting way too aggressive. They're warmongers, and I don't like how they're fighting all the Greek nations. No respect. Should I do defensive pact and brother-in-arms with them? Probably not. Not yet. Not quite yet. But all other treaties, yes. Well, it looks like we are ready for another turn process here. God, I love this game. I love the DLCs. They're great too. But the vanilla game, awesome. Vanilla game is just great. The main game, it doesn't have some of the features that the DLCs have, but it's still a lot of fun. Mostly because the main game truly feels like a grand campaign, and all the DLC are mostly not grand campaign like. They're kind of a little bit smaller games. Oh, look at this. A committed attacking Rhodes. Holy, look at desert spearmen attacking. I think they want to take Byzantine over. They obviously landed there by their ships. Achaemenid landed their troops via ships on the coast of Rhodes' Byzantine territory. Thassaly Ferry attacking Boeotia Hoplite soldier. Look at this war. It's crazy on this border. Like, they're just brutally going at each other. I cannot believe it. And I'm still surprised that Thassaly Ferry is holding up so far. They're holding their border. That's magnificent. I never would have thought they could. Chaldiki, some navy warfare against Thassaly Ferry. What little boats they got? Small boat battles. Oh, Korea attacking the Italy tribe's settlement. They did take their stone mine over in the previous turn. I feel like Korea, they're really using their navy boats to spy on a lot of the coast in the south. They're really like swimming around, just to peek in at everything. They want to be informed as to what's going on in the southern coast. Oh, again, Aetolia. Oh, war against Acarnania. That's not what I wanted. Those two cannot seem to be at peace. Just always against each other. That's unfortunate. It makes trying to recreate the Dalian League a lot more difficult and impossible. That's one thing about this game. I've kind of addressed this to the developers, and I'm hoping at some point when they have enough time, they can make a patch to the game. But it's in the vanilla version of this game, the main game, which we're playing now, it's actually extremely difficult to keep and maintain the Dalian League. Look at this, Boita attacking Corinth's capital city. Oh my gosh. It's well defended, but still. Oh my gosh, look at this. Another attack against Corinth capital city. Did they just take the capital? It kind of blinked out there. I think Boita just took Corinth's capital city, as well as their stone mine. That is really bad. God. Boita is out of control. Out of control. I really gotta find a way to get them in check. This is crazy. New technology, palisade wall. Permanent settlements, especially those on newly conquered territories, used wooden fences or more elaborate walls and earthworks as defensive structures. They were relatively easy to build, as the building material was readily available and effective in providing protection against small raiding forces. But yeah, what was I saying? It's really, really hard to keep the Dalian League in order as the player, but also if you're just playing, or if the AI is playing Athens, they can't seem to keep the Dalian order, or the Dalian League in order by any stretch, and not for very long at all. Actually, the Dalian League tends to fail very, very, very early on in the game, extremely quickly. It just never lasts. It's really weird. I'm trying to figure out which technology I want to do here next. Yeah, it kind of sucks because in actual history, the Dalian League stuck together a little bit better. It had its problems. It had its contentions against each other for sure, but they held out a little longer. And Athens especially wanted to keep the Dalian League in order as best as it could, right? Because the Dalian League helped to kind of contend against the growing power of Sparta, as well Achaemenid's empire in the east. So that's why the Dalian League was extremely important to try to keep together, to try to unify the Greek people, as well as many of the Greek nations as possible. Unfortunately, this game does not do a good job the programming of this game does not do a good job in trying to keep the Dalian League sort of together. In fact, it feels like the game tries to repel the Dalian League and almost make a point to crumble it, to decay it into nothingness, and very quickly. And oftentimes the Athenian AI, if it's an AI player, will actually terminate Dalian League treaties almost right off the bat, usually by turn 2 in the game, which is crazy. I think I'm going to go Thrifty Blacksmith. That'll help reduce the maintenance costs of all my blacksmiths, and I have a lot of them now, so I think it'd be very smart to purchase this research item. 3 turns to finish. It's going to cost us, a little over 5 gold. Kind of expensive. A lot of knowledge points. It's going to pretty much take all of our knowledge points out of our stockpile. We can curb that down a little bit. We can save a little bit by reducing the turns, which means it'll take longer to actually research this item. See here, we're saving a little. Now it's down to a little under 4 gold pieces and about a little over half our stockpile. So we'll go with that one. A little bit of a reduction. I don't mind waiting a few more turns. Treaty change with Chaldiki were agreed. Nice. Chaldiki's oh, I forgot to do map exchange. Oh well, that's fine. They accepted the treaties though. That's great. Attitude is now cordial. Great. Korkira also signed. Oh, sorry. Will you offer peace to Ionia to obey? Oh, this is different. They're asking me to sign peace with Ionia to obey a demand from Korkria. Okay, I don't know where Ionia is, actually. Where is Ionia? I have no idea where Ionia is. That's funny. Where are those people? I have no idea. I mean, I guess there's nothing to lose, right? If I don't even know who they are, I'll just say yeah. Okay, admiring, that's great. Treaty changes with Mycia were agreed upon. Lovely, lovely. That's what I'm looking for. And for sure they would agree even more so now because I was giving them a gift. Open borders. Yeah, I want to work on some other treaties in time. Yeah, that's why. They like that. It was good timing. They're going to accept those treaties also because they know I'm giving them 1 gold for the next 30 turns. Argolis. Oh, I'm surprised. Argolis rejected all of them. They're admiring us, but Argolis rejected our treaties. I guess we asked for too much all at once. I thought we would have luck because they do admire us. Darn. I should... Okay, next time I'll do another treatise with them, I'll just ask for half the treaties, mostly just visibility treaties. Argolis is going to take a little more finesse to get them, you know, to bond with our nation as Athens. Oh, Arcadia also decided to reject our treaties making. Too soon to make such decisions? Okay, that's their reasoning. Yeah, they're going to be a bit of a slow process too to get bonded to us. Oh, Rhodes did... Okay, that's good. Rhodes, we just had a few visibility treaties. They are fine with that. That's good. Corinth, they signed all of our treaties. Wonderful. And you know why too? Because they're not in a good situation right now. I think their capital city was just taken over too, which sucks. So, you know, they're definitely looking to make a friend wherever they can, I would think, at this point, against the devastating Boeotia. I feel like Boeotia is going to be... I think I'm going to rival Boeotia pretty soon. I gotta put him in check. I'm very worried. Like, they're monopolizing on all those resources and mines. This guy here, this character, look like... you know that Gladiator movie? The the Gladiator Arena sort of owner and captain? That guy looked like him anyway. That Gladiator movie, it's one of my most favorite movies. Thessalifair accepted the treaties, that's great. General Babak tried to unite the Gordian Knot. That is not our general. That general belongs to Anatole. They tried to unlock a quest objective, and it didn't work out for them. So the Guardian Knot, there's only one nation in the game, and it's randomized as to who can unlock that treasure, that quest. And you got to bring a general there. It's hit or miss. You know, it's like pulling the sword from Excalibur, the sword Excalibur from its rock, you know, from the King Arthur stories. Only one person can do it. All the others will fail. Same thing with the Gordian Knot. So we know that Anatole is not worthy of the Gordian Knot. Perhaps I would be, if I could send a general across the world like that. Actually, not quite that far, because I do have... The Dresens belong to me now, pretty much. So I could just send a general down there. Do a little exploring. Try to find the Gordian Knot. Test my luck. Athens influenced by Boeotia. Oh, really? It's only 1% drop in morale. Boeotia is trying to influence our capital city. Not having much luck at all, but I don't appreciate them trying. Ephidia is also inciting rebellions, being influenced. 4% decrease as a result. Oh gosh, look at that. That Boeotia did not do that one though. It's an independent general that did that. Same thing on Marathon. 4%. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a general there waving his sword. That's an independent barbarian general who is in our mainland and is trying to influence our cities to flip. to his independent side. 4%, huh? Wow. It's a little tiny, little tiny chunk. But something. I have to kill that general. Okay. Okay, we wanna, I think we wanna make more farms. This is nice luscious green land. Our stockpile is at 69% now. Or sorry, 69 food units per turn. Let's keep some more. Let's get the agriculture really going here. So far, our nation is not going in starvation mode, even though we're making that huge food trade. We're holding kind of okay, but we are on the underside. Neapolis, yeah. Gonna make this kind of a agricultural and farmland surrounding Neapolis. It's got some nice river streams. Okay, those animals moved. On that tile near Philaria, they're gone. Oh, they moved just south. That's funny. Oh, it's still the same though. It still says a yield of 0.6. So those animals, I guess, were irrelevant. They're just a graphical, just a fun graphical image, really, and that's it. They don't have any other effect on tiles or anything in the game. So it must be the woodlands then, the more wood that is available on a tile would be a further reduction of food agriculture, agricultural resources. So I guess that is the true sense of it. And yeah, we'll build a farm on this tile here. Take a sip of my coffee. We actually have to chop a little wood there first. I guess there's a little too much wood on that tile, so we have to get rid of the wood before we can build a farm. And we'll get a bit of wood, extra wood for that turn too, because we're chopping it down, so we get immediate supply of wood. Like a little amount of it, which is nice. Okay, so that's been connected. The network, the road network between the mines and the blacksmith and the city Tychos. Now, what should we do? I'm thinking to connect this blacksmith to Bergula, the city Bergula. Just to connect the cities, Tychos to Bergula as well. Kind of get around that river stream. Let's go ahead and do that. It's going to take 1, 2, 3 turns to build that entire network, or 2 turns to build that network. General Sretin in Parenthos. We want to do a morale boost. Encourage Om Koma. What does that mean? It must be Greek for encourage. Om Koma. Units to be encouraged. Erocleos' army. So I guess I have the one warrior in Parenthos right now, and he will boost the morale. This general will boost the morale of that army. And let's look at this. Let's just look at, so it says general morale is at 100%. Now, when you boost, it can go over 100%. When you boost morale, I think morale can go to like 200%. So we're gonna test it out. We're gonna do an encourage, boost the morale, and then we'll check again and see how much that figure has changed on that warrior unit. Let's highlight. Yeah, see, now it says 105%. So this unit got a 5% morale boost because of that general. And yeah, it can go all the way up to 200% until it maxes right out. But in general, like as a status quo, your morale is 100%. That means normal. No gain, no loss. You can go under 100% morale, but then that counts as a reduction of morale, which works against you in the combat multiplier. Look at these farmlands here. I kind of like that. That's good. It's at 4 population now, so I can actually build another piece of farm on that one tile there, kind of diagonal adjacent to Parenthos. Should I ever get a settler back up here, that would be good to kind of do. And if we stack more warriors and military units into Parenthos, let's say, under that general, the general can actually boost the morale of multiple units at once. You know? So I might do that. I might bring Messo's army over to Parenthos, so I can get 2 units on a tile, and then for future turns, the general can boost both of them at the same time, which is more efficient, more effective, right? Still like to learn some skills for these units here, but got 16.5 gold pieces right now in my stockpile. Defense. I have my eye more on defense right now on this coast, just in case Rhodes or the Achaemenid Empire wants to attack me. It wouldn't take much for them to sail their boats over here and attack me. I know Rhodes has fleets. I know Achaemenid's Empire has fleets. It wouldn't take much for them just to start landing troops right on my coast near Tekos. And, you know, that I have assets very close to Tekos, my mines, my blacksmith, so yeah, let's do that. Learn a little defense. Oh, there's a Macedonian ship right there. Why is it injured? It's damaged. That's kind of weird. Where'd it come from? It's injured. Did it? I feel like it tried to attack me. How is it injured? Storms wouldn't really come in here. It'd be too safe for storms. Did it get hit by a storm somehow? Even though it's by a coast? Usually that does not happen. I have a feeling it attacked me. Or something. And the counterattack took its health away. Well, we just destroyed it anyway, so. Goodbye, enemy boat. Battle experience 8 out of 100. See how our battle experience is slowly developing while we get to combat with our boat there, our navy vessel. And, you know, experience acts as a multiplier in combat. The more experience you have towards 100 points, the more of a multiplier you'll get in both attack and defense. Even in countering. What am I going to do with this guy, Diotimos? Just let him sit there in the. Should I just garrison him back into Methone? I almost have a will to like explore with him, because like they make for good spies. You know, heroes. They can kind of like spy. Be careful with them. You know, especially near enemy borders and stuff, or in enemy territory. They're so weak. But I did just give him the skill, what's that skill called? Can't remember. Should I just load him into Methone? Defense-wise? Like, what if they send enemies down here or over here? Like, what if they send enemy units? I want to almost go over here. What's that fog of war? What should I do? Should I garrison and defend in Methone a little bit more? I have a Peltas unit still there, so... Or should I go and explore? Maybe over in the fog of war area, over here. I want to see what's over there. Let's do it, let's do it. Nothing. A temple. Oh, if there's a temple there, that means there's probably a city nearby. Because players and AI will build temples near city. Excuse me. Coughing. They will build temples near cities. And Kelantaran is too far. I bet you they have one right up there. Near the stone mine. I'll bet you there's a city right up here somewhere. Right in this river area. You can get some yield food there. Nice wooded lands, resources. Near the stone mine. Adisi is too far from the temple to gain any effect. The temple, I think they have like a 4-tile radius around it for affect. Meaning the temple helps to bolster population in settlements. Gives a bit of a booster. I'll bet you there's one right there. I'll bet you there's a city right up there. And that's probably where the enemy units are being recruited and coming down from. For sure. And then they come through here, the scrubland, to attack me. I don't think coming from Pella, I broke the bridge up there, and I still technically own that marshland, and it hasn't flipped tiles, so I don't think they're coming from there. Because if an enemy unit trespassed, they would flip that tile too. That hasn't happened. And do another self-heal, now that I know there are no enemy units nearby, thanks to my spy, Diotimos. So I'm safe. I'll safely heal. My defense lowers when I'm healing and self-heal, but that's okay. And I might consider going out north a little bit with Diotimos to spy, just to see if there's a settlement up there. And I'll know for sure where those recruits are probably coming from, those enemy recruits. Potidea, we still have that little settlement there in the Chaldean territory. Wow, look at Rhodes and the Achaemenid Empire, they're vassals. They're really fighting for this territory down in the northern tip of the African lands. Gnosis. It's Thescaria, Achaemenid's vassal. Normally this entire sort of island belongs to independent tribes, barbaric tribes. But they're being invaded. I like to call it like a sort of an African island, I guess, because it's sort of African-like in this era. Yeah, I'm gonna build that blacksmith there by the iron mine. Get that one going. Get a lot of blacksmiths going, and then we're gonna upgrade those blacksmiths to the thrift version, and that'll help reduce our coal levels in spending too much coal on these mines. Oh, of course, Ellis, I forgot. Diplomacy with Ellis once again. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep forgetting about Ellis. How I remember to get all these other nations, but I keep forgetting Ellis for some reason. Oh, Arcadia attacking... Oh, that sucks. Arcadia is also attacking Corinth. They see a weakness because Boeotia is smashing them up, so now Arcadia is just trying to monopolize on taking whatever it can. Well, it pains me. It pains me to see Greeks against Greeks. Wow, look at Rhodes. They're going crazy trying to invade that land down below. What a fight. Archimedes and Rhodes fighting for the land. Fighting for the New World land. Oh, no, 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 no. The Empire is at war with Mycia. They're ex-vassals. They're old vassals. Well, they have a bit of a wall there, which is nice. Mycia has a bit of a defensive wall. Oh, they're just smashing through it, though. The enemy's already smashing through it. Got a lot of battles between the Rhodes and Mycia here on the Achaemenid turn. Ouch, ouch. That's worrisome that Achaemenid is at war with Mycia. And it doesn't look like Mycia has really a military force, actually. Very, very small, if anything. I almost don't even see any military units in their map. Darn. They have a little bit of defensive wall still, but I don't think that's going to hold for long. I'm actually worried that Mycia is going to get completely taken over by the Achaemenid Empire. The Achaemenid Empire, they have soldiers. They got horseback soldiers, they got desert spearmen. I don't like that. I might have to do something to step in to help protect Mycia, maybe, against the Achaemenid Empire. I don't want the Achaemenid Empire to take Mycia over. Thessaly versus... Okay. Oh, look at that. They're making an offensive. Thessaly Ferry. Making an offensive against Boeotia now. Look at that. Holy, I'm so surprised and impressed. Well, their hoplite is badly damaged. Look at them. Bravados. They're just full out attacking their hoplite wall, I would say. Have some Boeotia has strong hoplite units, and Thessaly Ferry just going to town on them anyway. Macedonia of attacking a independent general right beside my hero, Diotimus. Oh, a second attack! They see that general as more of a threat than my spy guy. Oh no! No, no, no! What the? A third military unit! No! The Peltis unit attacked and killed Diotimos. Even though I had the Stagmite or whatever skill for double attacks, didn't work out. Darn it. I just lost my hero and spy. But now I know. Now I know that's where their military units are coming from, and unpleasantly so, there's more military units than I thought there would be. There are more enemy units up there than I thought there would be. And I'm actually kind of concerned. Actually, I would say I'm fairly concerned, because down below I have a half-destroyed city of Ege with a very damaged hoplite unit defending the city, and that's all. So that's not really good in comparison to what I just saw, all those Macedonian units. Gee whiz. They're only a step away, you know, to attacking my newly conquered town of Ege. Caria sailing around. Aetolia still invading Acarnania. Oh. So Aetolia took over the Acarnanian capital city. That's a devastating blow for Acarnania. And unfortunately, my gifts of gold to them haven't really helped them out very much in producing soldiers to stand up against Aetolia. Oh. Ouch. Boeotia destroying a Peltist unit belonging to Thessaloniki. Get that, you got two heroes, two spy heroes. Look at all the land they have, all these settlements, all these resources, building walls on their borders. Oh, Mysia attacking a very well fortified Achaean desert spearman. That's a scholar right there. Mysia has a scholar running around acting as like a spy, just to get a little bit more visual on their borders. That's not how scholars are supposed to be used, but that's okay. They can be used that way. I mean, why not? Peace with Ionia was successfully signed. Okay, fine. Whoever they are, wherever they are, I don't know, but that's fine. Whoa. Federation proposal. Do you want to merge with Thessaloniki in a federation? Whoa, they want to join me. In blue. You see the blue? That's Thessaloniki. The green are my associate vassals. The red... yeah, that's the green. So the Drusian Kingdom up there. The green is my allied ship, so my vassals, including myself as Athens, are territory. In the blue, yeah. Thessaloniki, okay. Now, this is bad, though. So the red that you see on the map, these are all the nations that would go to war with us if we were to accept this Treaty of Federation proposal. If we were to accept and bring in Thessaloniki, all those other nations would declare war on us immediately, because they do not want us to unionize like that. Boeotia would declare war on us. That would be a nightmare. Chaldiki would declare war on us, along with their vassal Eobiae. That would be very bad. Thessalian League would declare war on us. Aetolia would declare war on us. Macedonia would declare war on us. Oh my god. Those are some big players. Also, Achaemenid would declare war on us again, along with all their vassals. And Ionia. Oh, now I know where Ionia lives. Ionia. They look like a small, little, tiny nation. Ionia would also declare war on us. I wouldn't be concerned about them, though. Yeah, that'd be terrible. We do not want all these people, all these factions, declaring war on us. Especially because some of them are superpowers. Well, some of them are very strong, like Boeotia in the Achaemenid Empire. And I think maybe Chaldiki. Well, we're already at war with Macedonia, so that doesn't matter. But yeah, there's some big players here. Darn it. It would be pretty stupid to accept this. I would love to have Thessaloniki incorporated into my federation. And I could still call them a part of the Delian League then. A very prominent member of the Delian League, if I were to accept them. But at what risk, right? I would say a very, very substantial risk. If I were to accept that, I'm pretty sure my game would be over. I don't think I would last very long. I think all these other nations would completely destroy me in every corner of the game. Except for maybe the Adresian Kingdom. I might be able to maintain the Adresian lands for a little while longer. But yeah, we're gonna reject it. We're not gonna take that proposal, unfortunately. Tylis, the barbarians that were invading the north near Korkira, they just want peace with us. I could say yeah, like, they don't bother me at all. But if I say yes, then Korkira may not appreciate that as much, because we're on really good terms. And I kind of want to keep them very close to me, so if we stay at war with these barbarians, these German barbarians from the north, Korkira would appreciate us more, because we're kind of, you know, we're helping, we're standing up for them. Their enemy is our enemy is their enemy. And you'll get some attitude points for that. So we're going to say no. I won't accept peace from these barbaric people. Oh, trade route between Acarnania and Athens cannot be used anymore, and all the trade deals have been cancelled. And you know why that is? I think it's because they're gone. I think Acarnania are gone. Their capital city was taken by Aetolia, and I don't think they exist anymore. I think their entire nation has been destroyed. Very, very unfortunate. So trade routes will stop completely because of that. Or if we are at war with Aetolia for some reason, I don't think we are at war with them right now, war will do that too, because the Aetolian lands will basically embargo us completely from any trade towards Acarnania. Okay, I'm thinking about this guy, the Hoplite. He's doing a little bit better for healing, but I'm still very worried that the enemy are going to Macedonian soldiers are going to just come down here by next turn even and start attacking Aegae. And Aegae is not even fully healed yet. Aegae is like in ruins. It's got some defense. It's got a little defense on it, but look at to repair the city. It's going to cost like 16 stone. We do not even have that. We can't even repair the city yet. Ugh. What do I want to do? I don't want to run away and abandon the city after I just got it. I gotta stay. Do I fortify? I don't want to go into the city as a garrison because it's ruined. And the morale might actually start to have a morale drop effect on my soldier, which I don't want. I don't think it would be wise to garrison. To garrison, though, would give me a better defense multiplier in comparison to the fortification. I'd get a 50% defensive multiplier if I were to garrison my hoplite into Aegae. But if I just fortify, it'd be a 25% defensive multiplier. So there are pros and cons to each, and there are pros and cons. I will fortify, though. I'll go with the fortification. And get ready to be attacked. You know, to have Aegae attacked by what could be up to 3 units of the enemy. We'll see how that goes next turn. If they decide to come down or not. Okay, so we got a settler here, and Neapolis, we got more Greenland. Down below, okay. It's really cold in my place right now. My room here is so cold, it's freezing. I think I'm gonna have to go and turn on the heat pretty soon. Holy smokes. Which food do I have? Yeah, the food is actually improving. So this farm building is actually helping out now. We're not in the going into the red anymore. So that's good. And we are still maintaining that 20 units of food trade deal. So that's not bad. I'm going to connect, that settler's going to connect the mine to the blacksmith soon. Demopolis' army, let's do Should I do anything here? Indomitable. I don't know if we're in any race yet to skill up this particular soldier, so we might put it on the back burner for a bit longer. Oh yeah, Thassos. I just don't want to make a shipyard for Thassos. Let's see if we can afford it. Nah. Well, we have enough gold now, but now we don't have enough stone. Ah. I'd really like to get that shipyard going, but it's expensive stone-wise. I really need more stone. Let's put that guy to sleep for now. Kimon's army. We're flipping tiles. We flipped the one tile. Let's flip this other one here. Boom, done. Okay, that little mission is met. And where to put this Peltis unit now? What do we want to do? I think we're going to send him back to Parenthos. And then we can get, we'll have 3 military units on the coast of actually, maybe Tychos would be better. We'll have 3 units around Parenthos and Tychos, which is good. And, yeah, we have a general there, also boosting morale as well for those military units over time. Slowly strengthening up those units more and more, just in case we get an attack from Achaemenid's Empire. Oh, look at this. This is what a situation they're in. Mysia. And Phagri is right there too. Their vassal, so Phagri will be helping in the attack, I would imagine, pretty soon. Their wall, it's nice that they had that wall there, but it's already being broken through. They're having a morale problem in some of their central and southern cities. Bit of a morale problem drop there too. They're doing some infrastructure building. Mysia. Yeah. Oh, what do I have here in Sestos? Oh, I have 2 heroes, or spies as I like to call them sometimes. Just kind of helping defend Sestos if need be. Got a Phagrian fleet right there, huh? Look at just bottlenecked right in the strait. Oh. We have an Achaemenid ship up there as well. You see how they have that ship there? I'm thinking to sell my ships up there to help defend Mysia. Like if I load up my ships with hoplite soldiers, maybe 1 or 2 hoplite soldiers, and sail the ship up here near Parenthos. Even if I don't have a hoplite unit on it, even if I keep the hoplites in Athens. Look at these boats here. I'm a little bit worried about Achaemenid and the Phagrian boat attacking me if I were to bring a boat up here. Even if it was an empty boat, like a galley, just to get these soldiers, like if I could pull these warriors from Parenthos, and soon to be a Peltis up there, I could pull them, load them up on boats, and basically sail across to Mysia to help defend Mysia against Achaemenid's Empire. That would mean I'd declare war against the Achaemenid Empire. But I could, several turns from now, I could, like this boat here, I could sail over. That's a free boat. I'm not really using that boat right now. And also this one down here. I have a boat coming with a hoplite unit coming, moving towards Athens. Once I drop off the hoplite, I could take that boat and move it up to Mysia. Yeah, something to consider. Corinth. Yeah, just looking at Corinth, they have a little bit of land up there. Their land is split in 2. They lost their capital city totally, so it looks like they just have their vassal Achaea, and they got some land in a little island over there. That's funny. They were my southern neighbors, but now they're not really there anymore. Now they're all off to the side, near the west coast, and I think they might have promoted a new capital city over there. It's funny, Corinth is no longer my neighbors, but they're still existing in the game. Yeah, Phagrian guy, I don't know. I don't like this ship here. He's doing it strategically to make sure nothing comes in. It's like the AI knows that I or somebody else could come to the rescue, and the only way to really help defend Mysian land is to bring a boat through here. But then this fleet is just standing here. This Achaean vessel is just sitting there too. It's almost like the AI knows that I might send a ship up here to collect soldiers to sail across the, yeah. Huh. I think yeah, that water territory, I could just easily sail across that. If I could just get a boat up there. I've only got one galley though right now, I think, right? And that would not be smart. Look at this territory here. They got nothing. They don't have any soldiers. Mycia. They have like one desert spearman, I think, or a spearman, and that's it. They got no soldiers. I'm looking around, nothing. They're in a bad situation. Oh, I forgot I have a Peltis unit here in Marina. I could also send over by boat. I need a boat. That's why I need to bring the boats. I could also land on the western shore of Mycia, straight from the ocean. I could do that too. And then I could skip that Phagrian boat that's bottlenecking the strait. That could be safer, a safer thing to do. Definitely something. I think I might work towards that. I might work towards. You know, I'm going to need to build another ship, another galley. I only have one galley because that one, the other one got destroyed. One galley is being sailed here right now to Athens with a Hobbit soldier currently on board. But I think I would like 2 galleys, just to really start moving some soldiers around across the sea and to help protect Mycia. And also, what if, you know, I run up against fleets, enemy fleets? I want more than one unit to attack with, right? I'd probably keep those boats nearby each other, close, like adjacently close to each other, in case I should encounter enemy boats. Let's do an encourage boost for the 2 warriors that are currently in Perinthos. Every time you encourage, your general takes a morale hit, so your morale will slowly get worse and worse and worse as general until they betray you and turn cloak on you or something, which you don't want. So to make sure that doesn't happen, when your general's morale gets too depreciated, where it's starting to get risky, and sometimes you'll get notifications, send your general back to the capital city, your capital city, and he'll help to improve and heal his morale there. Birth rate support. I'm thinking, should I toggle this? I haven't touched it forever, if not at all. It's costing me, boosting the universal birth support. This is to help grow population. I won't touch it for now, but I might look at that a little bit later.